I recently interviewed Supriya Madan, a trailblazer in the spa, beauty and wellness industry with over 3 decades of global experience. From managing iconic brands to integrating Ayurveda and naturopathy into modern treatments, Supriya shared her insights on trends, challenges and her vision for 5 Elements care and solutions in New Jersey. Watch the exclusive excerpt and tune into ITV Gold for the full interview coming soon. You are like so radiant. Is it love or is it dove? Like, I want to ask that very cheesy line, but you are like, so radiant. What's
Thank
the
you so much.
secret?
I believe my Nature Cure Foundation, I would give credit to Nature Cure Foundation, because very early on I understood that what we eat, food is actually the medicine, and what we eat kind of interprets and shows in our skin. So I think radiance definitely from practice of yoga, meditation, food, and also some of the treatments.
Of course. So you've worked with some of the most renowned spa and wellness brands globally. What inspired you to pursue this field?
I believe that when I started exploring, I actually traveled globally to see as to what was happening in various countries. And what I understood was that if there definitely are treatments available with machines, and there are certain technologies which are being used, but if we want everlasting results and good results, I think we have to work on the root cause of the problem. So let's say, just an example, teenagers getting acne. So instead of just applying glycolic peel or applying products on the face, we need to see where it is coming from. Usually it is our gut or the sebaceous glands are overactive. So if we take care of that part, the root cause, wherein the oversecretion or the stimulation, it is reduced, the acne goes. So I think, I believe working at the root cause really helps achieve good results with skin.
You said like you started like 2 decades or 3 decades?
3 decades ago.
3 decades ago. Like back then, what was spa treatment like? I would just assume, just taking some multani mitti or going for yoga, but you were traveling the world, you were visiting countries. You must be so ambitious at that age.
Absolutely.
What drove you?
Yeah, you know what? At that time, I didn't clearly, that I was very passionate about skin, but I didn't think that I would go into that field. In early years, I was more focused on healthcare, wellness. But with time, I understood that I was very passionate about skin. It became one of the things. I started making products and when I achieved the results, which I had not even seen with very, good branded products, I felt that there definitely is a need to, develop something and share with my friends, family, and whosoever is interested in getting some benefits.
So when you were developing products, were you doing it in your kitchen, or how were you doing it? Like, did you take some special courses to develop some, skincare regime?
Yes, I did study cosmetology for about a year in India, and I definitely started from my kitchen. That was the place where I started experimenting, but then finally I moved on to a place where I was developing because we needed certain kind of environment to develop the products, and also I started requiring bigger space, so I moved away from the kitchen. But yeah, that was my first workspace.
Journey. What is one pivotal moment or project that stands out as a career-defining experience?
I would say my moving to US and working with Red Door Spas. It was because when I moved from India to New York, at that point I was open to change my, I was exploring all avenues, and I was open to take to any kind of I would say job that I would fit into. But then when I started working with Red Door Spa, and I saw that 3 generations of, I saw a boy coming for a haircut. His mother was there, his grandmother used to come to the spa, and the happiness that spa spread kind of made me feel I was very proud that I was working at that facility, and I felt this is what I want to do for rest of my life too.
Wow. So what kind of spa treatments are we talking about?
So let's say something like a rejuvenating skin treatment. So if let's say a lady who is in her early 50s comes to us, now she has started seeing early signs of aging, her skin has become pigmented, or skin starts drooping a bit. So when we start kind of do a rejuvenating facial for them, we would boost the collagen and elastin synthesis. So she could see the tautness in her skin, the pigmentation goes down. So the confidence that it boosts in an individual is remarkable. I see them come in with little low signs, wherein they are feeling like, oh, do something about my skin, and they go out with their head high and they feel nice, and they see the difference in their skin and they feel so happy. So I think,
Wow.
yeah.
Integrate traditional practices like Ayurveda and naturopathy in modern beauty and wellness treatments.
So what I do is I take the best of both. And also I have to assess. So I always start with skin analysis, because something which might work for you might not work for me. And also I do a categorization. So I understand the skin needs as to what kind of skin you have and what age group you are in. So let's say if somebody comes to me who's just 20 years old and needs some skin treatment, I would always start with something which is more inspired from Ayurveda and natural products, because their skin still has the ability to produce elastin, collagen.
Right.
Post 25 years of age, the collagen and elastin synthesis, the production goes down and the deterioration is more. And then is the environmental damage, and also the stress our body goes through, what kind of food we eat. So based on that, if the skin has already gone through a lot of change, it's already started to show signs of aging, early aging, then I will take help of some of the very safe, let's say I would use microcurrent, but then in a safe zone, and machines which can help to kind of boost the elastin and collagen synthesis. Or I would be using high frequency, and everything in a space and safe zone, wherein it just helps, gives you that little, your body and your skin, that little nudge and little support, so your body can start making, the ability is boosted. So once they reach on to a certain level, we can always actually leave it, and they can come back to normal, natural technologies too.
So whatever the blockages are,
Absolutely.
that can clear it.
Detoxifying the skin, working on the root cause. Let's say somebody has acne, then taking care of overactiveness of sebaceous glands. And then
How do you cure that or help in that?
so see, very important thing there is that the debris from the skin is removed regularly. So scrubs really help there, but they have to be mild enough. If you use harsh and hard scrub, it might actually be abrasive to your skin, and it can actually harm your skin. It can also make your skin darker, because some people can get frictional pigmentation from it. And if the acne is kind of rubbed onto very hard, you might get scars forever.
Yeah.
So kind of cleaning the area, cleanser, and then also applying masks, which will help to reduce the pore size, taking the pore size to normal. Because one of the major mistakes people do is they would use a scrub, but once the pores are open, the scrub would actually remove the debris, and the pores would be open. They don't put a mask. If they don't do that, then the pore would not go back to its normal size, and in fact it will be more prone to infections. Yeah, so it's important that they use a mask. So kind of educating, understanding as to what somebody is doing which is causing that, working at the root cause really helps.
Wonderful. What's your vision for 5Elements Care and Solutions, and are there any exciting projects you're currently working on?
So my vision is that I want to spread the word as much as I can, and I want to see a world where our children, our women, where no makeup is actually the real makeup, wherein
very
their
true.
skin is so beautiful that they don't have to use makeup. So that's my vision. I want to make every person whom I meet, and even if I don't meet, if the word is spread around and they can believe in their cells and adopt measures and do things, natural ingredient based products where their skin becomes, beautiful. Yeah, and I'm working on a lot of developing some new products, which like pigmentation is one of the biggest challenges every woman, faces at some point of their life, and especially after menopause. So I'm developing some products which can actually be used early on so that their skin is always hydrated, and they don't have to face the pigmentation issue.